Let's start with the reading, Capricorn. This reading is for Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus sign. We're going to look into the energies around you right now and their potential implications in the future. For cross watchers, keep in mind that energies go both ways, so please take the messages as they resonate. Let's look into how you feel right now, what the main energy around you is, and what's coming up for you, and how it's going to evolve in the near future. All right, so at the bottom of the deck, we have a very beautiful card as the main energy for this reading. We see, in fact, right here, the Wheel of Fortune. And since we don't have context yet, we can attribute to this card two types of different meanings. First of all, we see something that comes back around, something that maybe you have already experienced in the past, and that right now is coming back to you in a better way, perhaps. This is something, some sort of repetition, which is also out of your control. It's your duty right now, as far as the universe is concerned, to revisit this situation and maybe make a better decision or make the best out of it in a way that you weren't able to do before, perhaps. Another thing that we see here is luck. Something that might have not worked before now might be working in ways that you cannot even imagine, because on top of your hard work, dedication, and focus, we might also have a luck energy from the universe, which is always something that we can use. So right here with the Wheel of Fortune, we also have you learning a lesson, learning something because of not achieving your goal perhaps right away. And while you haven't had it for how long has that been, now you are coming back to it with a more mature vision, with a better understanding of what this is for you. So let's see how you're doing right now, or how you have been doing when this was not what you wanted to be yet. And we see here, in fact, two cards that are showing us how important this is for you and how frustrating it was at that time where this was not working out. First of all, Eight of Swords. In this card, you can see someone's hand being tied up. You perhaps felt that way. You felt as though you gave it your all. You did everything that you could have done, and yet it wasn't enough. And here, because of that, you are starting to have negative thoughts, starting to think that you are never going to achieve this, whatever this is. This is a general reading. We might be looking at a relationship that you wanted, a message from someone you care about, or a job offer, a house that you applied for, a car that you wanted to buy, a move that you wanted to make in your life. It just didn't happen, did it? And regardless, again, of your hard work, this was not going to happen anytime soon. At that time, at least, you felt powerless. You felt trapped into that reality without being able to expand, to get to the next level in life, whatever that was for you. So it's really important here to see how this energy can actually make things worse around you. Whenever you are experiencing the Eight of Swords, always think that you are never really stuck, and that you can always do something, even if just little, to start getting out of that energy and start progressing into the direction that you want to go towards. At times that is so frustrating, because it's not just moving towards your goal, but it's waiting. And at some point you just don't want to wait anymore. But unfortunately, that's probably part of the lesson that you're learning right here with the Wheel of Fortune. And I do see you not being trapped into this energy for long. In fact, right after this, we have the Star. Perhaps something started to happen around you, which is showing you, or which showed you at the time, that you were up for a miracle. That's something that you really thought it was gone and was never going to happen. It's coming back to you. I do see you right now here with the star, anticipating that wheel of fortune spinning, turning in your favor. Finally, with the star, you have passed that Eight of Swords energy. You have waited enough. You have been frustrating for long enough. And now something is giving you hope again. The dark moments here have passed, and your expectations are going to be fulfilled. Your wishes are going to be granted. So we see some energy here which talks about moving forward. But let's see where you are moving towards. Very interesting. So the first two cards here clearly talk about something that is finally happening. With the Two of Cups, we see either two people coming together and really merging their energies, spending time together, getting to know each other, two people becoming one. There's clearly a lot of romance and love in this card if this is the type of outcome, the type of dream that you had in mind, a connection with someone you care about. We will look into the details on how this happens, but we see right here you having the possibility to hold their hand, to go for this and to enjoy yourself in a beautiful new chapter of your life. The Two of Cups talks about partnerships, talks about contracts as well, negotiation, trading something. There is something here that connects to you through your heart, and that right now it's finally happening. Now, if you were to go for this, if you were to take this opportunity, we see that the time that you have ahead would be a time of celebration, a time of happiness, feeling really powerful, thinking to yourself, oh my God, anything that I put my head towards, my head into, it's actually going to happen. I feel at times that it's not because of timing and because I want everything as soon as possible, as we all do. But right here, now you're realizing your stability and your power, which is beautiful. There is a place that you're entering right now, whether it's an actual house or a relationship or just the next chapter of your life, which will make you feel at home, at the right place, at the right time. And it's clear here that you are fulfilling your purpose. This is meant to happen for you. And so what is this Eight of Cups doing here? I do that for some of you. This wait was probably too much. And while you were waiting, you started to invest your time and energy in other options, maybe other people or other jobs, other outcomes. And maybe you have invested way too much, so much that it's hard to just give up all of those options and go back to the original one, the one that you really wanted. I want to look more into this card right here because I really hope that you won't go through this transition, which will definitely take you too far from this, which is finally going to happen. Timing is a really tricky thing. I have said it before in another video. I've heard this line from a movie called Happy Accident once, which was a beautiful, beautiful movie. And it does say your heart is like a clock measuring time, and your emotional state really determines the flow of time, which means that you really wanted this. For you, this was really important. And the fact that it wasn't there right away, it made you feel as though centuries have passed without you having this. And maybe you felt as though you had to move on, which would be a bummer considering what's coming towards you now. So let's see how the situation is evolving in the near future. Interesting. Okay, I see what you're doing here. So first of all, the Hermit. You want to appear detached from this option, from this opportunity that it's coming back into your life. With Hermit, you are being somewhat mysterious. You are not letting this person really know what you're thinking, what you're wanting right now. You are keeping yourself stable without the fear of missing out, you know? Now that it's finally coming towards you, you don't want to rush to that as long as you are desperate to have it. And you know, maybe inside you are desperate. Who cares? Who knows? But you definitely don't want to show it to the person in front of you, to the people around you, and to the world around you. And so right here, what we interpret at first as you walking away is just you taking your time and really reflecting on what you want and how to proceed from this moment forward. This celebration that we've seen with the Four of Wands, it's almost like you had a party and you had a lot of people all cheering for you, and then everyone has left and you are there by yourself looking at the sunrise, seeing the sun coming back up and really feeling that your life is about to change right now because you're achieving something major. Why do I say all of this? Because of the King of Wands. The King of Wands can be a player. The King of Wands has strategy. And what this energy does, it's not always what it really looks. At times, they put on a mask. They do something to achieve an opposite result. And so it's really curious right here to see how you're handling the situation. I don't have the details yet, but I'm definitely a big fan. So let's see what you're doing right here. First of all, I want to look into how this energy will come towards you, how this opportunity will show up back into your life. Let's get more details on this Two of Cups. And also, I want to definitely look into the Eight of Cups and these two cards here in order to understand what you feel, what you want to do, and how your current actions will impact the overall outcome of this situation right here. If you would like to support the channel and hear the rest of the messages, follow me in the extended video. Just click on the link down below in the description box. And also don't forget that every week I randomly select viewers that have watched the extended video to offer them a free personal 30-minute reading. So stay tuned for the extended preview coming right up after this. Welcome back to your extended reading, Capricorn. This really is a very interesting reading. We have seen here something that you have been waiting for a long time. It definitely feels like centuries. It definitely feels as though you have been trapped into a situation where you didn't have this specific outcome, situation in your life, something that you wanted to manifest. And then guess what? Now it's manifesting. It's coming back one more time, and this is the one that promises abundance and success as far as the outcome goes. We see you here playing some sort of strategy, not wanting to perhaps set on this once again and maybe be disappointed in the future. But at the same time, what you're doing here is to have control over the situation right now and keep control so that you can see this really happening and make it grow as well. I want to look into what this Eight of Cups means, what you are trying to do here and how it's going to impact the overall situation. But let's start with that Two of Cups. We see right there that partnership, that opportunity, it's coming back in. And it will need you to be able to happen, to be able to grow. So let's see what that Two of Cups means. Who's going to bring that opportunity back to you and what that is going to be like.